We're going to say hello to head coach Mike Norvell up in Tallahassee as they wrapped up their Garnet and Gold game this past week. So we go from down to South Florida to Tallahassee. Welcome in, Coach. How are you?
Doing well. Appreciate you guys having me on. Definitely an exciting time, with the spring game this last week, wrapping up spring practice, and really looking forward to jumping into the summer workouts. And, obviously, get excited for this 22 season up ahead.
I know Seminole fans in North Florida are excited about it, and just from what you took out of the Garnet and Gold game, maybe the thing you're happiest about, the thing that you still feel needs a lot of work.
Well, I think watching the speed, the effort, the physicality, which our guys played with. Last week we actually had 4 practices leading up to the spring game, and that was I always like to kind of challenge those guys that last week, and I talked to them about building the identity of being able to make the investments and the work, and then still going out and performing when you get your opportunity. And it was a great atmosphere on Saturday night. A lot of our fans showed up. It was a tremendous experience for a lot of our newcomers to get that opportunity to go and play in Doak Campbell Stadium, and to feel the energy, the buzz. There's a lot of excitement for this team that's ahead, and I think it's very competitive. We've got to continue to clean up some of the smaller details, but I thought our guys really had a tremendous spring in all 3 phases, and I thought we worked and got better with each opportunity, and now it's about building upon the consistency of that as we head into the season.
Joined by Florida State head football coach Mike Norvell on the Farrah and Farrah phone line. Mike, obviously you have a lot of the same pieces back. You have some changes, though, on your coaching staff. As much as Alex was here before as your offensive line coach, a new offensive coordinator, how have you seen either consistency from last year, or how have you guys maybe reworked the playbook this year, especially knowing that Jordan is your quarterback heading into 2022?
I think Coach Atkins has done a great job, transitioning from, obviously just being with the O-line to now being our offensive coordinator and O-line coach. I mean, he's one of the best leaders of men that I've been around, and he's an inspiration to guys. He makes an incredible impact, whether it's offensive, defensive guys. Extremely smart coach, but he's also so very personable with our guys and helping them in their journey to ultimately where they want to go. And I do believe, having Jordan come back, you see that confidence that's emerging in him with each day that passes. Just of what to do, where to go. The expectations of this offense and the way that it's really built for him. And we take a great deal of pride in the versatility of what we can do offensively, and as he grows and our other quarterbacks and playmakers we have within this offense grow, I think the sky's the limit to what they can accomplish, and it's been fun watching them and how they've approached that work, and really been able to play at a high level here this spring.
Now, Coach, we just got off the phone with Mario Cristobal. The Florida Gators just hired Billy Napier, and I know what it feels like when Florida State, and Miami are on top when I played back in the day. How soon do you think that all 3 programs will get back to their prominence once where they were before?
Yeah, I'm excited about the days ahead. I think there's great days ahead. Absolutely for our Florida State football program, and I think it's a necessity for college football for the 3 programs in state to all play at a very high level. I know what the foundation that we're building here, the excitement, the support that we have here in Tallahassee. I mean, there's great days ahead, and our guys believe that. The last couple of years, we've had to work through some challenges, and I've been really pleased with the response from our team. We've had one of the youngest teams in all of college football the last 2 years, and they've had to go through it, and they've responded, and I think it sets up with a lot of production that's returning. We've been able to attract some great newcomers from the high school level, and obviously and some very talented transfers. But we're excited about what's ahead, and some great matchups with our in-state rivals, and obviously continue to build our program back to where it deserves to be.
Mike, clearly college football now, even the NFL, it's a quarterback-driven game. It's a vertical passing game. How confident are you? How comfortable are you in Jordan Travis becoming more of a thrower this fall?
I'm extremely confident. Last year Jordan was, I think, one of the most efficient and had best completion percentages of quarterbacks in a very talented quarterback ACC league. And you see the growth, you see the understanding of what to expect, the rhythm, the timing, the details. Jordan is really grown up in front of our eyes, and I think his development has been huge. And I thought this spring he continued to showcase that. Everybody can point to the ability he has with his legs, but I think that that's going to be one of the X factors for this football team, is just the overall skill and talent that he brings, and is a great leader and just a wonderful player in person to be around.
Switching gears a little bit, Mike, looking at the NFL draft, you could have a guy by the name of Jermaine Johnson. I know he only played 1 year for you. You could have him go as high as in the top 5 of this year's NFL draft. What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, Jermaine's a young man that came into our program looking for an opportunity. It was an opportunity to impact, and he impacted this program. Obviously, all the great things he did on the field. Becoming the defensive player of the year in the ACC. But his consistency, the type of teammate, the type of leader, the work ethic that he brought, day in and day out. I mean, that's he believed in what we were doing, and he believed in the opportunity that was here for him. And we talk about Florida State being a place where stars come to shine, and he definitely shined bright with what he did. He was able to graduate as a Florida State Seminole, and his whatever team selects him is getting an incredible player, yes, but even what I believe is a better man, and just a true impact to any organization that he's going to be a part of, with who he is and his work ethic, what he brings on and off the field.
Couple more minutes with head coach Mike Norvell, coach of the FSU Seminoles, coming out of their Garnet and Gold game. And when you how do you navigate, and what do you like about the transfer portal? As you mentioned, there's some activity there. There's news around FSU. How do you like it?
Well, I mean, for us, we're looking to try to find the best fits for Florida State. Obviously that starts in the high school rank, making sure that we're identifying and evaluating guys at a very high level to be able to get them in here and continue to build upon the great expectations that we have within our program. But finding the guys that truly love to play the game, that that can come in and be developed and embrace the opportunity that's here at Florida State. And whether it's a guy coming from the transfer portal or junior college, it's all about finding the best fit. And I mentioned we were an extremely young team, and being able to find guys that have that experience but have that desire to come in and be a part of an all-inclusive approach to grow as the men that they are on the field, but also the men that they are off the field, and being a part of a team and a culture that's going to challenge them. And that's what I think you look back at our team, and last year we had 8 all-conference selections. I think it was the most since 2016, and seven of those guys came in as transfers, and it was the right fit. But they're also great leaders within our program. And now you see the newcomers that are coming from the high school rank, the talent, the ability that they're bringing to our program. I'm really excited about how that has all come together, and what that means for the future of our program.
Wrapping up with FSU coach Mike Norvell. Mike, one of those transfers specifically, a kind of guy that everybody was talking about this offseason, the Albany defensive end, Jared Verse. What kind of transition will he make to this level from the FCS level where he dominated? Can he be that type of dominating guy off the edge at this level?
I mean, being around him this spring, for the 15 practices, the way that he works in the weight room, I mean, I think the sky's the limit for him. And, he's extremely explosive, loves to play the game, very smart, cerebral. He's the thing that people, sometimes forget, because, obviously having Jermaine and Kier this last year transferred in and were so very productive. Those guys were in their 5th years in college. Jared coming in, still in his third collegiate year, and I think that there's so much growth that's in front of him. He's got such a high ceiling, but no doubt in my mind he's going to be extremely productive and was very impactful here throughout spring practice.
Now, Coach, I just came from Green Tree Field a couple of weeks ago, and as a former King, I got to just say to you that we look pretty damn good this early in the football season. So I don't want you to have any sleepless nights, but I just wanted to put that out there for you.
I appreciate the scouting report.
Hey,
we're excited. We're excited about all the days ahead, and we're staying focused on the things that are happening here in Tallahassee, and we're excited about what the future holds.
Now, listen, we got to see you last year here, and I enjoyed the practices. Will that caravan continue? Do you think we can look forward to a return here, or will you be kind of doing that little around the state?
No, we're looking forward to being able to come back over if everything continues like kind of very similar to what we did this last year, and excited about the opportunity. I know last year, coming out of COVID, we had some of those youth the youth clinics and camps that we were able to do. We're still exploring those options, but when it comes to fall camp, I think we're gonna be able to make it back over there, and that was a great time for our team to come together and have that experience. So we'll definitely explore that as well.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Coach, man. We appreciate your time. Best of luck. We know FSU fans here in North Florida are happy to hear from you.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on, and go Noles.